Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's time to cross the line by making an impact with the TNA Event Center. And now here is the man who will give you all the news from TNA Wrestling, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 1151 of the show. January the 18th, 2024, 9:56 p.m. We just finished Rant and Rave just now, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you watched Rant and Rave, also Jordan, get better, my friend. All right, we're going to talk about the first official TNA show of 2024. As you know, the last few weeks, TNA Impact had the best of Impact, the best of TNA matches from years gone by, and everything else in between. And from last year and whatnot. So, this is a six-way X-Division scramble. It involved Kushida, Trey Miguel, Speedball Mike Bailey, Laredo Kid, El Hijo del Vikingo, and Jake Something. And Jake Something ended up winning the match. So that is a huge deal. Gia Miller interviewed Will Ospreay as he prepares himself for his matchup against Josh Alexander. As you know, Josh Alexander's wife, and Jennifer Alexander, will be going by the name of Jennifer Chung, I do believe, will be the ring announcer for TNA from this one, filling in for replacing David Penzer. And they had Ash by Elegance promo. Guys, I want to address this right now. People saying that she's a ripoff of Timeless Toni Storm and all that. I love both ladies. I do believe that Timeless Toni Storm was more of a throwback retro glamour gimmick, while Ash by Elegance is more of a modern day or like today's glamour gimmick, And that's the only difference. They both have glamour. That's the similarity. But the difference is Timeless Toni Storm is more like a throwback retro. Classic, timeless classics like in the 30s, 40s, the 30s and 40s type deal, or even the 50s. But then you got Ash by Elegance. You're talking about 80s, 90s, today type of glamour. So that's and listen, I love both ladies, and I hope they do well. And like I said, Toni Storm's doing awesome. But Toni Storm's more, it's more comical with her gimmick, though. It was hilarious. I think Ash by Elegance is a little bit more serious. So it's something that, that's the only difference I got from the two. And that's a huge deal. So there's that. So, and also she's officially signed to TNA now. So Ash by Elegance, formerly Dana Brooke, is now a TNA knockout, which is really, I'm totally awesome about that. Giselle Shaw cut a promo on winning the Unlimited X match, the Ultimate X match. Gail Kent interrupts her, tries to give her a hug, and she's like, "Oh, stay away," and all that, and looks like she's out for herself, basically. Giselle Shaw is, and for no one else. So there's that. Then Xia Brookside versus Tasha Steelz. Heck of a matchup. Xia Brookside won against the former Knockouts World and Tag Team Champion as well. Meanwhile, there's a recap of AJ Francis and Joe Hendry at Hard to Kill. And then, or was it Top Dookie? Or Flop Dollar? Anyways, Joe Hendry addresses the situation with AJ Francis and GJ Woo Kid from Hard to Kill. But then he was holding GJ Woo Cap's laptop. He laid him out. He laid out GJ Woo Kid. Woo Kid's like, I'm like, oh boy, this ought to be interesting. So, Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian, the TNA Originals, going up against the grizzled young veterans. That is Zach Gibson. Take your shoes off. We hate Zach Gibson and James Strike, formerly known as the Dyad. That will be Fowler and I forget his WWE name. That he was one part of the Dyad. Crap, James Drake's name. I forget who he was. You know what? Let me look that up. I forgot. I'm forgetting. I forgot. 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 You know. All right, let me check that out. Okay. Ah, crap. Ah, shoot. I forgot. Let's see. Nope. I forgot now. Okay, give me a second here. Okay. Let me check him out. Jagger Reed. That's what he was known as. Jagger Reed. Sorry, folks. I had to look that up. Jagger Reed. I'm trying to find out the name, so it was Jagger Reed. But the Grizzled Young Veterans won the matchup, and then afterwards, Frankie Kazarian's like, "What happened?" And then Eric Young was like laid out, but then Frankie Kazarian decided to attack EY. What did EY do? I don't know, Frankie Kazarian, maybe he was sick and tired of being held back. He should be going after the world title, and that's probably what Frankie Kazarian wants. Meanwhile, the System had a celebratory dinner in honor of Moose's title victory over Alex Shelley. And they always say, trust the System. The System will be consisting of the Edwardses, Eddie and Alicia, Brian Myers, and Moose. And D'Angelo Williams was part of that group of two, but he was not there. So maybe he was in training. I don't know. So we'll see that situation. Nick Nemeth addresses his appearance at Hard to Kill and why he went up against the TNA World Champion. He says he wants to be a TNA World Champion. Here comes Steve Macklin saying, dude, you're a phony. And then Steve Macklin runs his mouth. He tried to attack Nick Nemeth, but Nick Nemeth hit him with a zigzag. So Nick Nemeth and Steve Macklin is the first feud in TNA for Nick Nemeth. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Gia Miller interviewed Jordan Grace, a.k.a. the newest American Gladiator wannabe, but anyways, about winning the Knockouts title, and then Trinity interrupts and says that she wants a rematch, and basically that's what she's getting. Then Jay Vidal came out to address the TNA crowd, runs his mouth about, wanting competition, wanting open challenge. Here comes PCO with that entrance with all those orderlies, those doctors trying to get him alive. He sits up out of the gurney and he goes into the ring and basically beats the snot out of Jay Vidal and PCO, who follows me on X, by the way. PCO the man. PCO ends up winning the matchup. Then the Motor City Machine Guns promo, and they were talking about how that Hard to Kill was good for one half and the other half wasn't good, but they said they got a six-man tag matchup against the System. TNA champion Moose, Eddie Edwards, and Brian Myers. And they joined up. In fact, the Motor City Machine Guns joined up with Kazuchika Okada. The Rainmaker says he's coming back to TNA. So this is going to be very interesting, to say the least. Kind of like this situation. Then there was the main event. Josh Alexander versus Will Ospreay. These two men went at it to the point where a table spot was involved, but then the referee Daniel Spencer was refereeing the main event, said, let's keep the match going. TNA management agreed. Let's keep the match going. And these two men fought and fought and fought and fought and fought, but in the end, Josh Alexander did pick up the victory over Will Ospreay in their matchup. Meanwhile, Josh Alexander and Will Ospreay showing each other respect, but then Scott D'Amore came out, addressed the two gentlemen, says, you guys fought great. It was a great matchup. And Scott D'Amore had more passion for TNA. He says TNA is back and it's never going away. And then they brought back the theme for Cross My Line, or Cross the Line. Across the line. So TNA Impact officially has crossed the line once again. So that is all the time we have on this show. Episode 1151 is complete. Reminder, tomorrow we got the game of Bullseye. Also, we got SmackDown, NXT Level Up. And not only that, we got AEW Rampage as well. The weekend is coming, folks. I know so I'm excited about the weekend. I know we have a little bit of snow tomorrow, but it doesn't look like it's going to be much. The people say it's going to be a big storm. It's going to be crazy and all that, but up and they say the snow's going to start after 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I'll probably jettison myself home before it really starts going. So I will see you guys later. Guys, have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite and all that good stuff. And until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.